Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now.
Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. And it's Duncan penetrating. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home. I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Anaheim keeps it going, a new 14-second clock. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Now here's Roy. 5 to shoot. And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
For 3, Booker knocks down the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Hill. There's the drive. And the rejection by Holmgren. Booker with no one around. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
And they're on the break. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got 8 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. They need this. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the explosiveness Wall brings to the point guard position is special. This guy is a major threat when healthy.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Pass to Towns. Second chance shot. The shot will not fall. Now Las Vegas moving it up. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's Wall. Down low. Rodman. Outside Hill. To the middle. Pass to Towns. Over Tatum. No good off the back of the rim. Las Vegas leading by 7. And the wide open shot from Duncan. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Inside. Towns. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Now, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And those long strides allow Holmgren to get to the rim with only 1 or 2 dribbles.
To the inside. Holmgren with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Wall. And the dunk by Booker.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
It's stolen by Wall. And he slams it down right on top of Tim.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Las Vegas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So for Las Vegas, on the wing, Hardaway. Outside, Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Rodman. Weber pulls it in. Las Vegas leading by 7. Edwards with it. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
The offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Pass to Weber. Second shot opportunity. Again, Las Vegas scores.
And that mid-range J of Weber, fantastic at scoring from that area of the floor.
Reeves in the corner. Back to Wade. Reeves trying to free himself up. It's stolen by Hill. A pull-up. Bank shot. No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint. Easily rising up to take that one home.
That one falls.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
It's Edwards on the wing. .129 left in the first half. Pass to Weber. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Timeout.
Weber's got the lead up to 9 now for Las Vegas. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And a new group getting ready for Anaheim. 1:14 left here in the second. Wall looking for an opening. Here's Duncan. The kick out to Wall. And the three ball is good. Wall's got 8.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Las Vegas leading by 6. Pass to Edwards. Fades back.
So far, Wade has been a menace on D. I hope he keeps that intensity up throughout his career.
Now Duncan, guarded by Weber. Duncan misses. So it's Las Vegas now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kept alive. And the dunk by Robinson.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Here's Malone. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And so it's Las Vegas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And there's the call on Roy. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So it's Las Vegas now. They're leading by 8. Weber outside. Back to Hardaway. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Pass to Roy. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Roy's got his second basket.
Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great finish.
It's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession. And here is Hardaway. He has yet to score. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Knocks it loose. Weber outside. The putback. And Robinson is right there. And Las Vegas leads by 6.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Roy. 90 seconds now into the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Las Vegas leading by 4. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway for 3. Las Vegas again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Duncan.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force.
Misses from close range. And here's Las Vegas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Yeah, taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
Las Vegas shooting their first foul shot of the game. Here's Wall. 10 points for him. Pass to Rodman. Back to Wall. Rodman sets a screen. Wall with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Back to Wall. On the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wall's got it all tied up now for Anaheim.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
Outside, Katie. Pass to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. And it's 6 points for Robinson.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
Now Towns. Nifty move. Back to Wall. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. And Towns throws it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Outside, Towns. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Towns.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Anaheim on top as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Duncan outside. Holmgren the screen. Duncan scanning the floor. Holmgren in the post. Reeves outside. Drills it from outside. Reeves has got the lead up to 5 now for Anaheim.
The defenders need to recognize the importance.
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
Anaheim leading by 3. Reeves outside. To the left wing. Holmgren wide open. And Anaheim with another 3.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Anaheim making a switch here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. 4 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Play with it. Outside Hill. Goes back up.
Great defense by Booker. The instincts he has, just always knows where to be.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the try.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh! Stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich.
Man.
There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Whoa, what's wrong with that boy, man? He ain't jumping like that. I never see him jump like that, man. Oh.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Anaheim. A 2-point game. The kick out to Towns. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Duncan to take the lead. Rebound by Grant Hill.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The offensive rebound. Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To tie it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Making a move. Tatum's got it. A high IQ offensive play.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
And the rejection by Holmgren. And here's Booker from the arc. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Las Vegas.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 3-point game.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Here's Towns, and he slams it down right on top of Chet Holmgren.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up on the wing. There's the three. Cranes it from downtown.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
All with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Here's Hill. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a three-point lead.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
We see Las Vegas get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And it's San Diego to start out. Pass to Jokic. Beasley with it. Outside for Jordan. Over Roy. And that one's on target from the wing. Jordan's got the first points up on the board here for San Diego. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Here's Jokic. Puts up a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
And Jokic provides shooting for this team. He's the definition of a stretch five.
Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen. And when he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
Now here's Roy, following the miss by Jokic. And it's Brandon Roy with the three.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. Right side, Roy. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Roy can be explosive when the moment calls for it. He's kind of quietly athletic. But that time, threw it down with authority.
It's hauled in by San Diego. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And Jokic slams it in.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Pass to Hill. Outside, Wall. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Bucket is good.
Not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to control.
And then Roy with the jam.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
And the rejection by Towns.
Big swat right there from Towns, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
50 seconds left in the first. No good from Duncan.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Beasley.
And the explosiveness Wall brings to the point guard position is special. This guy is a major threat when healthy.
And so John Wall nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Kicks it out to Beasley. San Diego moving the ball around. Fires the three. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got 5 points so far.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And it's Smith missing. Rodman outside. Back to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Anaheim?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Curry's shot is good.
Boy, Curry is just such a fabulous shot maker. Really knows how to adjust his motion for any distance or defense.
Wade surveying the D. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
A drive by Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Hill with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Now here is Hill. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 5. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. Reeves can't hit. San Diego trails by 3. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Wade. Pass to Holmgren. It's hauled in by San Diego. And now San Diego on the break. And a wide open look for Jordan. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Jordan often gets his hoops off the dribble, but he also is capable as a catch-and-shoot guy.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And it's Anaheim with the ball. Left side, Wall.
With his athleticism, Wall can put defenders in a tough spot and always able to draw a foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And so Wall nails both of them. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession.
No need to rush that play right there. That's called giving away a possession.
Here's Duncan. Pass to Hill. .152 left in the second quarter. Out of bounds, San Diego takes possession. Now San Diego with it. Mitchell outside. Jordan outside. Shoots from the high post. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. And here's Roy. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I love a big man who can pass. Great instinct. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And that one falls for Wall. He's off on the second. San Diego trails by 3. From deep, Jordan. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy. 8 points for Michael.
You know, the 3-shot is not a go-to shot for MJ, but his touch, still undeniable.
Back to Rodman. Lays it up and banks it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
All with it. He's picked up by Roy. Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
A nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another 3 for San Diego. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
For Anaheim, they get most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And that one falls for John Wall. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Duncan. Duncan throws it down hard.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. San Diego leads by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Outside Roy. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
For 3, Roy gets the 3-pointer to fall. Roy's got 12 points in the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
They recover it. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Another miss by Roy. And Beasley has the ball here for San Diego. It's a 1-point game. Sinks the triple.
One of Roy's specialties is the catch and shoot. Outstanding in that regard.
Back to Roy. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Jokic. Fades and shoots. Roy with the rebound.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Here's Towns. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Here's Jokic. Jokic polishing off the break.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Anaheim trails by 4. Outside, Towns. On the wing, Rodman. Past the wall. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jokic with the steal.
Awesome hustle from him there on defense. Excellent steal.
Here's Hill. Here's Wall. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Jokic. What touch by the big man, Jokic.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Towns, no luck. San Diego leading by 8. Jokic again. Jokic has got 15
So this is what RPG or RNG, whatever it's called. That's how it works.
They need to stay aggressive.
That's how it works.
Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
So guys, this guy did the same move 5 times in a row. Just to get a freaking dub. Then they put Michael. I didn't see Michael Jordan in the game the whole time.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him.
I didn't see Michael Jordan in the game the whole time.
Get in his way once he's on the move.
Dang, bro. How much money you give 2K, bro?
The kick out to Towns. And now San Diego on the break. Here's Wall. And Hill has it in the corner. Trains the three-pointer.
How much money you give 2K? That's diamond.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
outside Roy. His three-pointers off the mark. And here we go. San Diego running again. And taken away by Roy. And here comes the break. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
And so it's San Diego in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Jokic. Pass to Jordan. Out to Duncan. Stolen by Duncan. Here's Wade. Drives to the hoop. Basket good.
Wade just gone after his first step. So quick.
Jokic, no good. Anaheim trails by 7. Holmgren with it. Now defended by Jokic. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Will it go? Here's Holmgren. Tries to keep it alive. And he banks in the layup.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Can't finish off the line.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Shoots the three. The three ball from Curry.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Curry with the three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here we go. San Diego running again. Chalk up 2 there. 11 points for Duncan. Hey, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for San Diego?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Quick decision maker. Wall is really good at reading defenses and knowing when to shoot off the catch.
Towns with it. Now defended by Jokic. And Duncan throws it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Towns with the steal. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
There's so much that's impressive about Duncan, but I think the most impressive thing is how fundamentally sound he is. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And great work at the line there to chip away.
Oh, he's a terrific two-guard. Roy with tremendous court vision.
Here's Duncan. And another miss by Anaheim. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And here is San Diego now. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Nice defense that time. The agility and length of talent, allowing him to clamp down on the shooter.
Here's Duncan. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, we know Tim Duncan is a big-time player, and he knows exactly how to come through in the clutch.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Back to Towns. Out to Duncan. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's in!
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble again.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Timeout called, Anaheim. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if we can.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And that's Kurt's form. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out. And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
And here is San Diego now. 6-point lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Drills the three-pointer.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
So San Diego wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports.
Here we go.
And Cleveland has possession. Pass to Crawford. From the arc. Anaheim with a rebound. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Anaheim shooting their first free throw of the game here. And that one misses. And it's Wall with the ball for Anaheim. Here's Hill. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Left side Hill. Anaheim shooting their second and third shots at the line here. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Pass to Holmgren. The rebound by Duncan. And here they come. Here's Towns. And he buries his first look.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And it's Holmgren missing. Outside Wall. Pass to Duncan. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Hardaway. He got a piece of it. Here's Roy. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And here's Anaheim now. After the basket by Cleveland. Pass to Duncan. Jacks up a three. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Duncan's got 5.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And here comes Cleveland. Hardaway with it. To the left wing. There's 1:40 left to play in the first. Crawford, that one's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. To the paint. Towns. The power finish.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
Anaheim shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Rodman. Here's Roy. Now here's Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Crafty move. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. And Cleveland has possession. And that one's good. Holmgren.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Here's Wall. the layup is good off the glass. Here's Crawford. He's got 5. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And down it goes. 2 points. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 points. Pass to Reeves. There's the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. 2 points. That one goes.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Hardaway. Drops one in from the wing.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Cleveland on top, leading by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Cleveland.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Cleveland calls timeout. Here's Wade. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Wade. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. They're running. Jumps up. Ooh, Davis with the athleticism.
What do you want? Agility, he's got it. Height, he's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
Here's Wade. Pass to Rodman. Three-pointer. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Anaheim making a switch here. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Screen by Holmgren. Wade drives in. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Robinson. Here's Hill. Got a hand on it. And here comes the break. Now Holmgren. No points so far. Outside Reeves. Good work defensively by Hill. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Pulls up for three. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Davis.
Boy, I tell you, that's a freight train coming down the tracks right there. You don't want to mess with an AD when he's on the move like that.
There's a minute 54 left in the second quarter. Oh, deflected. Cleveland calls timeout. Westbrook taking his time here. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And a big finish by Robinson.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
Pass to Duncan. Will it go? And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hill for three. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Karolinko. And he buries his first look.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Malone. And he buries his first look.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
Wall looking over the floor. To the left side wing. On the take. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Davis can't hit. And so it's Cleveland earning this break in the action, up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Cleveland calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Duncan. Up top, Hill. Here's Duncan. Back to Hill. 4 on the clock. Hardaway grabs the board.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Duncan. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Here's Wall. Now Hill. Right wing. Here's Duncan. No good on the 3. Cleveland leading by 10. And they're running. Here's Crawford. On target from range. Crawford